Hi everyone, it's Lavinia and welcome. In today's video, we are going to be drawing this Zentangle called Rain King by Leona She. And there's a couple of different versions. So I drew this one first and then this one. I think I like this one to add here. And the way Leona had explained it, it seems, is that she was thinking of rainy days and umbrellas. And you can kind of see that. So whether it's just this one fragment of a portion of an umbrella or this one where the different fragments are kind of set aside, side by side, and looking like an umbrella like that. I'm going to use my pencil and my ink pen here. This is a 0.3. And for this one here, in the box, I drew down a line coming down and then divided that by 2. So actually, first what I did is I divided it in 4 and then divided this in 3. But I think what I'm going to do is actually add also the lines going horizontally here so that hopefully these areas here will match. So let's go ahead and get to the journal paper here and let's break it down. I also have my eraser just in case I want to erase those lines. So let's get a little bit closer. And make sure that I am in focus here. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is approximately divide this in half both ways. So we have our 4 squares. Then I'm going to try and see about dividing this in half as well as this, approximately. And then I think I'm going to turn this because it'll be easier for me, and then divide this in half. And then divide this area in half. So just lightly with the pencil. Okay, and then what we are drawing are, so each of these sections is just like 3 little bumps. So depending which way it is, it's just 3 bumps, with maybe the middle one being protruding out just a little bit. So let's pick an area. Maybe I'll start with this corner. So it'll be a bump here, then here, coming here. And then this one will continue with the bump being here, here, coming here, and then it continues. That bump there, there, and there. And I'm just planning it out with my, once I get to the ink pen, I can always change and make modifications. But I think I am going to use the pencil just to get that all in first. So here we have our 3. And then if I'm coming up this way, I would want this, the top one. So maybe I'll do it this way. So whichever way is easier for you. But I think this penciling out this grid works well for me. And here, here, and we want this top middle bump to come out here because it's going to be here, part of this larger section. So then here, so this one's coming up and then down. So here we have our outer edge, and now for the inner edge, I might want to start here. So we're having, so it's almost like 1, 2, 3, 4. will be bumping against these sides here. So I might go 1, 2, there. This sort of continues, comes here. That will come there and continue. So that is the basic shape. So let's go ahead, grab the pen and ink this in. So as far as for these lines here are all inked in. So I am going to do that. Again, just take your time. Oops, I'm already going off center there. All right, so we have that. And then the other line that is inked in is this one coming this way. Like that. And I could probably fix this because instead of having the lines going horizontally, I can just have them come vertically and it'll be the same thing. All right, so now to ink these in, and then we'll erase those pencil marks. Again, I'm making some adaptations as needed. And here I think I'm going to do one full swoop. Right there. This one too, I want to do one full swoop. Let's see. So rotate your page if you feel that you need to. All right, and then I just have that center. This will come this way. That full swoop. Have that full swoop. Went a little bit over, but that's okay. And there are no mistakes in Zentangle. I'm going to start erasing those lines. Okay, and then here in these areas, we are just going to go ahead and add those ink lines. And as I mentioned, I am going to have them come down. Actually, before we do that, let's go ahead and what we're going to do is make that umbrella shape. So wherever these little points are, we are going to bring them to the center of wherever they're at. So this one, and that one. Again, just take your time, and you can see that already starts to look like an umbrella and is already making a difference in the drawing. So we're going to come to this corner, and we're going to come to this point here for this one. I was waiting to hear back from the artist that I bought that CD from. I sent him an email just regarding getting his permission in writing to have that play in the background for my videos, but I haven't heard back from him. So I didn't want to play it without the permission because I didn't want the video, you know, let's say YouTube decided to block the video. So I'll just wait and see. Okay, so here we have them all inked in. And now I'm just going to draw just some lines. They don't have to be same length or same width. And I'm not going, you know, how it would be like from here to here. I'm just starting. And that's fine. However, you can see that's already starting to take shape as if that's rain coming down. So in all your blank areas, you're just going to add this striping. If you wanted to add a different design, you can, but this is the basic for this particular Zentangle. So let me know what you think of this one. I do like this one. I don't know, again, if this is one that I'm going to add to the string. I suppose I could maybe do it, but it really has to be, I think, in these squares. So I don't know that I am going to add this to the larger page. But we have quite a few other Zentangles to be drawing, so we will be adding others for sure. Very pretty, I think. What do you think? So this is called Rain King. And today is also the 3rd. And we can add graphite here. Just darken this up a little bit. If you wanted to, you could color in the umbrellas, either one color, different colors. I think that would be pretty as well. All right, I've got my little tortilla on here. See, even if your lines are not the same, it's not going to matter. After all, raindrops don't fall in the same way. So if you've ever been caught in a downpour. But look how pretty that is. I really like it. So again, this is Rain King. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye.